How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Good news is that the internet is stable. Like the internet has been abysmal over here, but so far so good. It's stable now. At least for now. I'm still watching it. It's part of the reason why I'm not really feeling like playing today. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Oh, I forgot to do this. Yeah. Um, I'm like I'm kind of not wanting to do anything chess because the nationals drained me. No, it's not just the nationals. I was doing quite like a lot of things within that week. I was moving back and forth quite a lot, and I got a bit of a break on Monday. Thereabout. So my rating has still been dropping down. I tried playing some chess yesterday. I realized, look, let's be honest with ourselves. So yeah, I want to briefly let us go through the nationals. Don't worry, you can stick around if you are hoping for a game. Stick around. I'll possibly do one. But don't expect like good play. I'm currently playing on the strength of a 1700, so or even a 1600. So yeah, let's talk nationals. Give me a second. I forgot to open a separate tab for this. That's sorry about that. Okay. So we had a very entertaining. You know what shocked me the most about the nationals was the female section, the women's section. Again, it started out very underwhelming, but the end was peak. The end was peak. I wanted to, oh, I made so many mistakes. Oh, oh my goodness. Someone said something, and I should have listened to it in this way. You know, the person was asking for a live camera in the room, which I didn't have, but it should have clicked in my mind. I could have given my phone to someone to record, then post stream, I would edit it, right? Like I would edit in post. Oh, that would have been so good. That would have been so good. But anyways, what was I looking for? I was looking for something. Like I'm saying, the females section was the most like the conclusion, the playoff was the most hype of the tournament for everyone. Like again, it started underwhelming, but it did not disappoint. Started underwhelming, but did not disappoint. And look, I was so happy to see that. I was so happy to see that. You have no idea. The wrong one. Sometimes I have so many pages, I don't know which is which. Here a second. But how you guys doing? How's everyone? If you are in the chat, how are you doing? How's everything going? Just looking through. Oh, sorry. Heck? Oh, that's not okay. So that's my full screen not showing. Okay. Sorry. The whole thing is not showing the well. Okay. Let me transition here. Yeah. So let's start with the lead because that was like literally the most hype of the tournament. Unfortunately, unfortunately, not all the names that were slated to arrive arrived. Unfortunately, um, I was because the original list had I think 19 people. I guess original list had like 19 people. um, but then the list dropped down to 8 or something. Was it 8 or 9? Yeah, 9. So I mean, the most important thing is that it did happen. The sad part of it is um the sad part of it is that not all the because I saw many new names I hadn't seen before, and I was like, I would want to see all these people. Many point class right now, but anyways, I'll just put it there. It's not a crime. Where's UG? Where is the UG chess club? Yeah. So yeah, in regards to the females, I didn't really see Gertrude's games, interestingly enough. Like I really didn't see her games. Let me go back to that thing. Like I didn't really see her game, which is very interesting because I think I watched the games, but for some reason her games don't stick in my mind. Oh yeah, I do remember that she played one London system. You know, throughout the tournament, I was just telling her how disappointed I am in her that wrong screen. Let me push this back. I was telling her how disappointed I am in her that she stopped playing the London system. But eventually I saw her playing the London system. I was like, yeah. But she didn't win. She didn't win. I think she was third. Yeah, she was third. Which goes to show, right? Which goes to show that like Mod and Redam were really hungry for it this year. I believe Mod has been hungry for it for a very long time. Generally, I believe that she has really been hungry for these wins. But Redam was like the highlight. Like Redam was really the highlight of the whole thing. Look, she could have won it. She literally could have won it. At this point, I am afraid of Redam. Again, I've never played it before, but even at this point, I'm afraid of Redam. I mean, if there are any three who can beat me right now in the female section, it would be Gertrude, Mod, and Redam. Like I said, I'm not that skilled anymore. In fact, I'm not strong at all anymore. But it's good. So let's just take a look at this. I mean, it's going to look boring if you weren't there. Like it's really going to look boring if you weren't there. But what am I trying to say? It's going to look boring if you weren't there, but it was one of the most hype. What the heck is going on? It was one of the most hype moments in the whole. Not this. Oh, come on. I hate it when it does this. It was one of the most hype moments for everybody in Ghana chess, which was Mod versus Redam. Let's go to the playoffs. Is it here? Please let the playoffs be here. No, playoffs are not here. Yeah, I have to go to Slimoji. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold. Yeah. This was the most hype of the entire tournament. And it was like neck and neck. Something funny happened. I don't know if you guys saw it. What happened. So whilst we were covering these games, I was sitting next to, I kind of allowed it because it's the last game and people are excited over it, so I kind of allowed it. But I was sitting with Arush. No, Singh Manum. I was sitting next to him. I mean, his sister was playing, and we were just recommending some of the most heinous moves you ever see. Like the moves weren't the best moves. They were okay moves, but they weren't the best moves. And we just kept recommending those moves, and Mod and Redam kept playing it. And whenever they played it, we would get excited. So people thought, so someone came from the next room and said that we should stop shouting because they can hear us in the other room. Yeah, they can hear us in the other room, so we should stop shouting. And I'm like, do they think we are shouting because they are they are playing the best moves. Literally, we are recommending some of the worst moves on the board and they are playing it. And we get excited over that. Like, that was the funny part for me. It was one of the funny parts for me. We're just recommending bad moves and they kept playing it. And so we'd get excited and shout. And people thought that we'll be giving them hints on good moves. We were making the moves, you guys were there, like you saw the moves we're recommending. But you could see, like, Redam really went for the throat here. She was really aggressive. Look at this. She could have easily won this game as well. The queen trade is fine. I don't think she needed to. I mean, you can debate whether or not this attack would have worked. Sorry. For example, let's do this. Let's do something like this, right? You could argue that this attack would not work. You could, but she could have gone for it, right? Queen here, bishop here, going for stuff. But she really went for the jugular. And to be frank, if she won this game, we probably would have played the blitz, because this game was completely and totally hers. She just started slipping, and it was for this reason why I was saying, people were telling me that Redam is very good at blitz. I don't know for sure, but what I was basing my basing my views on was how she handled herself in this part of the game. I mean, those in the playing hall were like, when time was low, she was very confidently playing without even thinking. But it was these slip-ups that were making me like question whether she could handle the blitz, And we got this very nice position. Where was it? Was it here? She had a position. Was this when she was 2 points up? No, she's 1 point up. She got to a certain position. Yes. She should have won from here. Like, this was the game she should have won. I think I recommended after this move, rook here, rook comes in here, then this. Right? Because your opponent can't keep checking you. And this keeps the king at bay. You can take this, whatever. So, or even here. Yeah, if it comes here, you can. Wait, there's a time to win the pawn. Yeah, you can win the pawn here. If even this, you can go this way. Right? Because rook takes, king takes. Your opponent's king has to focus on this guy. And that's not going to be an easy task. Right? I think the engine would give this like a winning position for white because of the pass pawn here that exists. So she had every right to win this game, but for some reason she started slipping and played this F move. And like the only justification I would have seen for F6 is that your opponent plays this. And I mean, this is expecting your opponent to make a mistake. That's what it is. It's hoping your opponent makes a mistake, and that's hope chess. You don't want to be playing that. She had 2 minutes. I don't want to even chalk it up to like time pressure. She had 2 minutes here, so I didn't want to give the excuse of like time pressure or that kind of thing. Nah, I think she could have figured this whole position out. But instead, this is what we got, and now play has been isolated to one side of the board. You no longer have a pass pawn that's creating problems for your opponent. And now this is basically a drawn game. She tries to do something about it, but it's not. It just doesn't work. And that's how the first game ended. Then we went to game 2. So game 1, we saw that game 1 we saw that Redam was leading. I think in game 2, It was Redam that was leading. I think in game 2 was Mod. Okay, this game didn't really have much fire. It liquidated so quickly. I mean, this game just liquidated so quickly. What was the trick here? She went for the trade. Yeah, I recall we're saying that don't go for queen trade, and she went for a queen trade, and we're like, yes. Like, come on, guys. We're recommending bad moves. I wish they knew that. That would be like the hurricane. Yeah, and pawn push here. It was one of the moves I was recommending. I also recommended this move, and I was like, no, this move is bad. And she played it and was like, yeah. Then the next thing I recommended was this move. I recommended that she plays this move here. After rook here, I also recommended that she plays this move here. And she plays it later on, and we're like, yeah. And Maxwell came to tell us that we are giving hints. I mean, he didn't say we are giving hints. Basically, what he said was the way we are shouting can be heard. And basically, if we are shouting, we are giving them an idea that they are either playing the best moves or winning the game. And my defense is, of course, I didn't say anything there, but my defense is we were not recommending the best moves, we were recommending the worst moves. So I don't get why you would say that. Of course, he wasn't checking the game to know that we're recommending bad moves. That's what I'll say. He wasn't checking. So let bygones be bygones. I just decided to check this. Yeah. But the thing was, I wanted to just cut snippets of each game that I analyzed and use them as the analysis video. But then the audio was crappy. And it was a mistake I did during the stream. So, what was the mistake I did? The mistake I did was someone was speaking to me or something. And I went to the filter. I went to my audio filter. Oh, sorry. I went to my audio filter, and when I went to my audio filter, I reduced my I increased, let's say, my noise gate. So now, as I'm speaking like this right now, you can hear me perfectly. The sound is not cutting. But during the live stream, when I was speaking, if I was relaxed like this and I'm far from my mic, you just couldn't hear me, or it just kept on cutting. It's because of that noise gate. I fixed it now. That's why right now, if I'm talking, I can even relax back here and you still hear me. There are no cuts. But I completely forgot to fix that, and it carried throughout the tournament. So yeah, game 2 was also an interesting one. I mean, Redam impressed me with how she kept trying to fight. And sometimes you get like how this game became a draw. Like in my mind, it was completely in Mod's favor. But then I was thinking that like she had this move at some point and she could promote the pawn, but it just doesn't exist. Because, for example, even let's assume, let's put this here. If you come in this way, let's just see, king takes, king comes in here, rook here. That ends the matter. Because at the pawn push, I just take, and that's what I was not seeing. Right? You just have fun here. It was a really funny one, and they really looked equally matched. This goes to show that I don't know Redam, right? This goes to show that I don't know Redam. Hey, what's up? Who is it? I'm sorry. Why is my chat here not working? Give me a second. I can't. I wish I could show what's going on. What is going on? My YouTube chat is not connecting. That's what I don't understand. Why is it? It's YouTube is saying I've not started my stream, and I can't see what's going on. That's great. Hey Zenas, what's up? How you doing? Why is it saying that? Sorry. I can't see my chat here. Like I can see like it's showing on screen, but it's difficult for me to read it from like my screen here. So I don't know why it's not showing. Give me a second. It's saying my YouTube stream has not been started for some unknown reason. Ah boy. Okay, I don't even know. Anyways, then the final game. The final game was the sad one for Redam. But I mean, she took it like a champ, right? She took it like a champ. She didn't look sad or anything. Like she handled it well. Like I would have expected her to be crying or like something. You know, the way she has fought hard. She even played in phase 1. She didn't need to. She didn't have to. But she played in phase 1 and she beat some of the men, right? So you would, I mean, Mod also did the same thing. I'm not looking down on Mod, but I've trained kids. You know, I've trained kids, and whenever they think they can win, I had this. What's his name? It's been a long time I trained him. It's been like 4 years since I trained him. I was training him, and he kept thinking he could beat me. And I said, okay, let's play a game, like proper game. I'm not going to hold back. And I won. And I won with like 4 pieces up. And when I won, he screamed. He was like, come on. And I was, and the parents and his parents came and they were like, why would you think you can beat your coach? You know, that's the expression I always get from the kids. And then Redam plays this tournament and she's like, it's like a normal day at work, you know. She's really going to go far. She's really going to go far. Like she handled it with maturity. So kudos to her. She might definitely, I mean, at this pace, she might definitely be national champion next year. Like if Mod and Gertrude don't sit up, Redam can take national champion and be national champion for decades. Like if the trend of women's chess continues, where it's like one serious player comes every 5 years or whatever, she may go uncontested as a national champion for the next 2 decades. Wait, she's 10. Maybe a decade and a half. She's just going to dominate. I mean, and like also the question is, how does Mod feel? Is all that Mod wanted to become national champion? If that was what Mod was aiming for, she's going to go down from today. I hope that's not it. She looks like somebody who is very interested in improving it. Like you should have seen her. You should have seen her at the end of the tournament. Her eyes were red, like bloodshot red. I was looking at her eyes. I was like, my God. I didn't say that to her, but as I was talking to her, I was looking at her eyes. I said, this girl has racked her brains, whatever the word actually is. I mean, I admired it. Look, I have never admired women's chess as much as I admired it, especially because of the playoffs. Look, I was enjoying it, but the things I had been doing throughout the week. Look, I was tired. I was rewatching the stream, and at the start, I wish I could play it for you guys. At the start of the stream, if you look at my eyes, I was done with the stream. Like even that Sunday morning, I had been trekking to and fro for like 2.5 hours. I stood without sitting for like an hour and a half. Then I had to go somewhere with my family. Then after that, I rushed to the stream. That's why I started very early. I was out and about. I'd been working, and throughout the week from Monday, I'd been moving to and from Domain, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was not like I was stressed. So Sunday stream, when I went to watch it, I was watching it 2 days ago or yesterday. I remember. I was watching it and sorry, I looked at my face and I was like, this guy is tired. This guy is tired. But yeah, this game was interesting. You can even still see some tiredness in my face. But this game, again, Maud goes for Cecilia and she's ready for a fight. I'm really looking forward to the blitz. Like, I really would have loved to see the blitz. Like, I wanted to see how Redam plays the blitz because people were really hyped. I was saying I was saying that if it gets to blitz, Maud will clearly win. But people were like, no, Maud is rather in trouble if we get to the blitz. I'm like, really? I'd have loved to see it. But for those who were there, did you guys like the idea of the playoffs? I don't know. I don't know if I like the idea of the playoffs. I don't know. Yeah, but this is all standard ideas. And it was very difficult to break through at a point. Like nothing was going on in the game. Yeah, this whole point was just maneuvering. Nothing was going on. I think it was at this point that David Adriama joined and he mentioned what was going on to me, and I realized, wait, Black is actually winning. At first I was like, oh, this game is just dwindling into a draw. But then I realized that this knight couldn't move. And it would take a lot to get this knight mobile, or mobile, however I want to say. And eventually this like slow Redam tried to get chances. She really pushed. Yeah, I mentioned this whole idea of coming here. And yeah, he just couldn't. So I was impressed. Like, if any of the ladies are watching, look, I was very impressed. Another person impressed me. I spoke to her personally. That was in the lady section. She's also a new person that started playing. Esther Wudu. Of course, you are seeing the results and you're like, how? Hey, what's up, Kojaka? How you doing? I'm good. Why isn't this connected? I'm really struggling to read the YouTube chat now. I would have to restart the whole stream, but I don't want to. Give me a second. Why is it not? The stream has started. Why is it saying that the stream hasn't started? I don't get it. I don't know how to explain it for you guys to understand, but I'm using OBS, and OBS has the chat out for me. So the letters are big enough for me to see, but it's not connected to it's connected to the Twitch chat, but it's not connected to the YouTube chat. So I'm trying to read it from a very small screen. So I'm really struggling to see the texts. And it keeps saying that I haven't started. If I would have to redo the whole stream, but I don't want to turn off the stream. But I'll deal with it. I'm still reading the messages regardless. So you might be wondering, like, bro, she only won 2 games. What do you mean by you were shocked to see her? Now, it was in play. She was able to make intuitive decisions. That's Esther. She wasn't that bad, right? Does that bad? I know people say my compliments are some way. I mean, like, was a first timer in the nationals. I mean, with the trend I have seen, I didn't expect her to play the way she did, and she did well, right? She did well. Okay, she only actually got 1 win. That was against Christiana, and Christiana even stood her own against Dijo. So, like, Esther has potential. You know, I often like to have conversations with them to see where their mind is at. I wish I could convince them, but sometimes you speak to them and you see where their mind's at, and you're like, do I want to make an effort? You know? But currently she's in school, so that's completely fine. But I mean, if I do train her, we'll have another London. Oh, by the way, we have 3 London system players in the national team. Look, the movement is working. We have 3 London system players in the national team. We have Sumaya Doche. I was always thinking that she was related to Jijo. I still have no idea. Sumaya plays the London system. Gertrude plays the London system. And Daniel Loglo plays the London system. So we have 3 London system players in the national team. Guys, English, please. Bro, what do you think I'm speaking? Or are you saying that we should talk about the English opening? Come on, Tuesday. Tuesday is a steady stream. But who is this? Oh, but I really have to figure this out. Let me open the chat on my phone because I'm struggling to read it here. I'm really struggling to. Come in. Give me a second. Where's my YouTube? Look, the movement is working. Let me. What's this? The movement is working. Okay, Puthrana, my FIDE is abysmal. My FIDE is 1667, I think, or 1645. I don't know if it's dropped or increased. But my FIDE is abysmal. Yeah. So what was I saying? Every time someone asks me for my FIDE, I want to start making excuses. You know. My online rating is 2000. 2000 on Leechess, 1900 on chess.com. I always want to make excuses for my FIDE because I only play like 2 tournaments a year. In other words, if I play badly at 2 tournaments, my rating is just going to decrease. Whereas if I played 5 tournaments, right, I would have a much more 5 or 10 tournaments. I would have a much more balanced rating growth. Not now. I just want to look at this a bit. I just want to talk about the nationals a bit. I always want to make it. Yeah, so I always want to make. I mean, Friday is the viewer streams. I just want to talk about the nationals a bit, and then maybe we'll play some games. But trust me, today I'm going to play like a 1700. I'm that tired. So, have I made my excuse already? Yeah, I play 2 tournaments a year, and that's why my rating is low. Oh boy. So what was I saying? Yeah, so Esther could actually do well. The question is, what is her view? Like, what is her view? Like, how far does she want to go in chess? Does she, you know, I was talking to Kennedy. I was talking to Kennedy, and he made something. And when he said that, I was kind of like saying that then it's almost impossible for me to become a national champion or to even become candidate master. Because what he said, of course, I mean, it's something that we all know. It's not like something that we've never known before, but it's life. But he was talking about, like, he was talking about hunger, you know, hunger for progress or hunger for increase or something like that. And when you look at someone like Wari Gold and you look at his eyes, right? You see the aggression, you see the hunger. Prince Akpa is very cool, but when he's playing, and you look at his eyes, you can see there's this, I have to finish you no matter what. Like you can see that in their eyes, you know. And I don't have that. Like I want to do well in chess, but I don't have that hunger, you know, that passion. I had it some years ago, but it's like I don't have it anymore. I still want to do well in chess. Don't take that away from me. I still want to do well in chess, but I don't have that hunger. Like, oh, I want to finish you off the board. Like when I had that hunger, that's when I was doing crazy things, you know. I remember one day I almost he's traveled now, so I won't get that chance again. I had a list of people I wanted to beat. And anytime I was at a tournament, I was always calculating when am I going to play them, because look, I wanted it, like, I could lose the tournament, but I just want to beat this one person, you know. And I managed to beat quite a number of them. I've not beaten all of them, but I managed to beat quite a number of them. And that's when like my enthusiasm went down. That, and also I'm more involved in other stuff. So I kind of, when I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I kind of think, I mean, unless the hunger is revived in me, I don't know. Like, I know how to restore the hunger, but what I would have to do would have to forego other things which I value a little bit more. Much more. So yeah, the question is, like, how far does she want to go? The thing is, I would have no problems training her, but I've come to this point where I mean, Kennedy said the exact same thing I'm saying now. I don't want to spend time if somebody doesn't have like long-term plans, you know. And I don't know, like, again, I've only had one conversation with her, so I really don't know where her head is at. But if Esther is watching, or if someone tells her to watch, or whatever happens, I believe that she can do well. I mean, she's not bad. She has the basics down. She can spot tactics. She can make plans, right? She's past that I don't know what to do as a beginner kind of mindset. Of course, there's still a lot more she can learn, like a lot, like not close to Redam's level in any way, shape, or form, like nowhere close there. But the basics are down. Like some of them don't even get past that stage. So I believe that she can actually do. I was impressed. I told her that I was impressed. I told her that I thought she was coming to flop, but I'm impressed. Again, you're looking at the scores and you're talking about what she did flop. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about like the games. Most of her games that I watched, if I remember them well, she lost to certain tactical lines, and of course there was the occasional hanging of pieces. But again, I've coached people, so I know what I'm talking about. You will let her reported speech, as they say. Is it PM Chess said you're bad at chess? No, she has potential. I kid you not, she has potential. I just want to know where her head is at before, because look, if I don't train girls anymore, there's a reason. bro, look, I said this the last time I did a talking strip. I always had a chessboard in my bag. I went from hostel to hostel. In my hostel, I had flyers. Every Saturday, I was teaching chess. Weekdays, I was going around to some of the ladies' hostels and teaching them chess. How many of them are playing chess today? You know? And it really put down my fire. But like in someone like, of course, Redam has a much better coach than me, I think. I don't know. I actually don't know who's coaching her. Let me retract that statement. I don't know who's coaching her. I could be better than that coach. Guys, I do coach, in case you are wondering. Just hit me up on my email and we can talk about it where you want. It's not going to show my beauty. Are you kidding me? What is up with restream today? Yeah. So what am I saying? It's not showing. That sucks. It's not showing. I'm trying to. Yeah, but you can just email me at penmasonchess@gmail.com. penmasonchess@gmail.com. That's where I do my discussions about coaching. I do have set prices, but based on like special case and everything. That's why I have the email. So if someone like Ridam wanted to be trained, that one, I'm all for it, you know. But like these days, whenever somebody asks me that, can you train me? My question is like, I know I can just say I'm taking the money and be done with it, but if someone is not motivated, it makes coaching difficult. That's the thing. If someone is not motivated, it makes coaching difficult, because you give the person an assignment, the person never does it. You give the person a routine, the person doesn't follow it, and the person keeps coming back with the exact same issues, and you keep wondering, can we move from this topic or should we just stay here? Because this is crucial, you know, and it's the most frustrating experience ever. Again, you can be getting paid. I don't know, but I don't think she's asking for paid coaching. I think she wants like advice. I mean, if you want that, that's just Tuesdays. Like Tuesdays, I do that. So yeah, I think that she has potential. I didn't see Sumaya is also good. And I'm not just saying this because she plays the landing system. Like, she actually like won games on the board, right? Hepzibah, I think she has been out of the game for a while, which is why she isn't playing the way we know her to play. And okay, she didn't beat the main. I mean, of course, nobody expected people to like trounce Gertrude more than Ridam. So I mean, the other is expected. But they didn't play their last game. She didn't play her last game against Teach. That's fine. So yeah, I spoke so much on the ladies because that was like, for me, I wasn't really enjoying the whole part of it, but the end was top notch. The end was top notch. The men's section, I think we've highlighted on it quite a lot. D for Divya, Bernard and her. Right now he's 19. I think he'll be like 1930. Yeah, very, very, very well deserved. And one thing I love is Bernard and Edu Poku's relationship. It's so nice. They really want each other to do well. They really value each other. Whereas Toby, she didn't participate. I don't know if she's out. We've not spoken in eons. Apart from the time she came on the stream, we've not spoken in eons. We used to be very close, but now we are not so close. And it's all my fault. Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'd still be talking now if it wasn't. So D for Divya, like I was saying. Their relationship is very, like, they are always, when they were students and when they were both in Ghana, they were like very close. They were like very, 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 very close. And Edu Poku wrote a very beautiful message on the Ghana Chess page. He said either of them would not be where they are in chess if it wasn't for the other part. If they didn't have each other, it was nice. It was nice. It's nice. I mean, two is better than one, right? I admire such things, right? Sometimes if you want to go far, you need someone like that. You need somebody who's going to motivate you like that, right? In the things I'm very interested in, I have people like that who are always like, bro, have you seen this? Have you heard this? Try and do this. Like, those kinds of people, they are like a godsend. I really admire that. And he has come a long way. But it doesn't look on his face. Like, I did the interview with him. He did not look like he was enthusiastic at all. But he said he was very ecstatic. I wonder how that feels like. You know, I've never won a tournament like first before. Wait, sorry. Online tournaments I have, but like, I feel like over the board tournaments are the ones that really matter. Again, that's up to debate. You can speculate all you want on that. But I wonder how that feels like. Some of us, we have lived kind of like average lives, you know. We're not like those people who win like 15 trophies and they are lined up behind them like this. I mean, these are my trophies. You know the common phrase, if you want to hide something from an African, leave it in the book. Well, I've disputed that whole thing. So these are my trophies, guys. These are my trophies. Not all of them were bought, which is what I'm not happy about. Some of them were given to me as a gift. I appreciate the gifts, but I wish I bought all of them. This is the most expensive book I bought. I think I bought like 300 CDs. It's the biggest book I've not finished reading it. It's not even a book that you read. You read like page by page, like a reference book, right? So that's the most expensive. I think the cheapest what is it? I moved the price tag. I think this was like 80 or 90. Yeah. Oh, and okay, this one I can't show you yet. Nice trophies. Thanks. I mean, like we need something, right? If I don't have the medals, this is the best I can get, right? This is the best I can get. So I'm not somebody who has been like winning trophies. So I don't know what it feels like, you know. Again, online, of course, all of us have won a trophy online. I don't think there's anyone who hasn't won a trophy online before, right? I used to play when I was very aggressive playing chess.com. I can even show it to you guys. I have like 8, maybe it's less, I don't know, 5, 6 trophies on chess.com. But I wonder how that feels like. It's like self-actualization in a sense. I wonder how that feels like, you know. I hope that soon I'll get there, but yeah. So guys, these are my trophies. As you can see, I've won a lot of trophies. I really want to fill the second shelf. I have some books there, but I can't let them stand yet. I want to have enough books so I can let them stand. When I can let them stand, then trust me, I'll start bending down like this for my streams because I want you to see the whole thing. But right now, let's leave it where it is. You know what? Let me go and text Mr. Philip and say that I need a trophy for being the best streamer, the only streamer. Get a few replica trophies from China. Oh boy, it's called Brandon. That is called Brandon. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, I'll just nail a stand here. I'll put them there. People be like, ooh, this guy is good. Oh boy, nice idea. Yeah, but yeah, I'm so happy for Bernard. I think everyone is happy for Bernard. Like, he really deserves it, right? He really deserves it. Like, Prince Akbar deserves it. Bernard deserves it. Who else is there? Clinton deserves it. Like, these are people who have been fighting for years. Sometimes I'm still shocked that Clinton has not become national champion. I'm serious. Like, with how he is, again, I don't know his life, you know. All this boils down to what does he do on a daily basis, but I don't know his life. But with how involved he is with chess, like, I feel like he should have been national. It just go like, maybe I'm underestimating the tops, but he's the only one who would actually understand where they actually their level. But like, when Edu Boku did not play, I was like, Clinton, it's your time. If anything, he would draw with Hasford. He may not beat Hasford, but if he can draw with Hasford, then he's gone. Hasford and Akwanda. And I believe that he's on their level, or if not slightly better. You know? That's how I view him. Again, my opinions could be wrong. I'm watching from what I think and from how I understand things. But I feel like he should be beating them by now. You know? I feel like he should be beating them by now. That's my feeling. Fair is fair. Daniel did the craziest comeback. Look, the guy lost 3 games. He lost his first 3 games, and he just managed to claw his way back up. And to qualify, guys, that's the landing system. It's not just Daniel's skill. That is clearly the landing system at work. So if you are not playing the landing system, please, now is the time to change your mind. Okay? Now is the time to change your mind. Okay, let's see if I can. Again, I'm sincerely Like I said, it's all sincerity. I am not in the mood to play, but let's do it. Let's play a few games. It should be 10 plus 5. Sorry, 5 plus 0. 5 plus 0. Casual challenges. 5 5 plus 0. Give me a second. Yeah. Said, what was so unlucky? Warriors was so... Look, I think if Warriors is watching and I'm wrong, you can always correct me. I think how he started... Sorry, I think... Yeah, how he started from the second week. I was talking to Prince Akpa about it, but for me, that was like the biggest issue for me. Again, I understand like work shadows and everything. Not everybody can get that permission and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe the GCA can start, because it's governmental. It's the country based, right? I don't know about this. I may have to speak with Philip about it. I don't know, because they could be doing it and I have no idea. So I'm just saying this from my ignorance, right? But maybe the GCA could help give them that free time. Because who doesn't like free time, right? I don't know what kind of work everybody is doing, but could the GCA not give them official governmental letters to send to their bosses concerning these tournaments? I'm talking about nationals. I'm not talking about President's Cup, like nationals. So that they can get excuse. If you say ask for leave from your boss or get an excuse from work, they can just tell them no. But if it's a governmental, if it's an issue of national importance, of which the nationals is, could we not have like letters given to the players or sent to the offices to give them that free time so that we can spend a week? I mean, look, be honest. Who wouldn't want a week of paid time off from work? Who wouldn't want a week of paid time off out of work? And it's once a year, right? The event is once a year. Because the fact that they had to come Saturday and Sunday, then come the next week, then play one round on Friday, then play Saturday and Sunday. That to me was crazy. That to me was crazy. That's why I asked Prince Akpa that question, because if I was the one playing, you know, the way I'm not consistent. Like, there are days I'm very good at chess, there are days I'm very bad. I'm more bad than I am good. That kind of thing. Imagine I was on my own day and then this happens. You know, of course, you'd also say, but what about you on your off day? I mean, that's fine. But I was concerned about that. So yeah, in regards to Warriors, I think let me reconfirm this. I could be wrong. I think he lost not motivation. I think he lost a bit of vim. I'm just refraining from talking about it. I'm just refraining from talking about it. What I just hold on to what I said during the live stream, that these things are necessary to happen for a player if they are to improve. I don't believe in burning bridges, but again, it doesn't take away from his skill as a chess player. Reality needs to set in for you to actually set reachable goals, because the thing looks too easy from afar. What I think was his mindset was he was going to train indoors, get so good, reveal himself at a tournament level, and dominate. Right? So he comes into the chess scene and now he becomes the #1 chess player in Ghana and no one can stand to him. It's an interesting goal, but it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. That's not how chess works. Sorry, that's not even how life works. You can't do that. Like, you can't say you are studying business. You can't say you are studying business in your room and then one day when you start a business, you'll be successful. Some things are street smarts, right? You learn them whilst on the job. So for me personally, like I always said, I wanted him to be playing tournament chess so that he realizes exactly where he is. That was my whole point, that he realizes exactly where he is. And that happened. Look, it's good that it happens so that you realize, okay, I have to be, because like you would look down at Carlsen and the rest, because if it was that easy, you know, you'd look down at them. But it's not that easy. Like for us who have like played at the tournament level for quite a while, we know what we are talking about, right? We know what we are talking about. Like if you are 2500 on Lichess, you would still lose to some Ghanaian players, and that is the reality I'm aware of. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you are 2500 on Lichess, some Ghanaians don't even play on Lichess, you know, so they have like 1600 rating, but don't beat you over the board. Right? So I know that it's deceptive to play online. I know it's deceptive to play online, right? I know it's deceptive to play online. And I really wanted him to, like, I wanted him to know exactly where he stood. That's why I was like, come and play the tournaments. It's like steroids, because you realize, okay, this is actually, like, it's a big thing. I'm not there yet. It's exciting. You know, they say it's lonely at the top. I don't believe that. But like, it's exciting when you know that there's a target to set, especially when you have like people you want to beat. Somebody decimated you on the board one day. It's like now you have this lifelong goal of beating the person. Like those things help. You know, those things help. The tournament pressure, everything helps grow you as a chess player. And I think that's too valuable a thing to take away from a chess player. So I admire the enthusiasm. Like every day he's solving a puzzle, every day he's doing this, every day he's doing that. It's admirable, but it's not realistic. You know, it's not realistic. So again, it's I mean, what happened is not good, but it's good that it happened. As in, when I say what happened is not like the rage quitting was not good, but it's good that it happens. Why? You get to see that there's more I have to aim for as a chess player. You know, there's more I have to aim for. There's more that I can do. There's more that I can achieve. Yes, Stanley, trust. And Beto, there's nothing wrong with that. Like sincerely, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because you have something to aim for. You know? You have something to aim for. You know? Imagine you're the top player in Ghana. One of the top players said something to me at the end of the tournament. I won't mention his name in case maybe he fancies the controversial statement. I don't think it is a controversial statement, but when I say it, you realize it's not even controversial. He said that nowadays, when he's coming for the tournaments, he actually has to prepare. Like, imagine that. These are people who have been dominating Ghana chess, and whenever he comes for a tournament, he doesn't try. Like, just imagine that kind of a statement coming out from someone like that. They have been dominating for all these years, and they just rely on, oh, I have experience. And then they come and beat you. And they've been doing it for so many years that now the person is saying, I actually have to try. Like, if you hear a statement like that, you realize that, look, the bar is high. If now they actually have to try, it's a good thing. It's a sign that the field has improved. But it just goes to show you that, like in my mind, like when he said that, in my mind I was like, like, haven't these guys been giving you pressure enough? He said, like, he didn't answer that, but like that was in my mind. Like, so it's now that you actually have to prepare. How good are you? You know? And I can believe him. Like, literally can believe him. I literally can believe him. It's crazy. I don't get that statement though. You just have won. I don't get that, because I don't think it was possible for him to win the whole thing. I mean, I expected him to get results, which he did, but I didn't expect him to win the whole thing. If you're looking at favorites, everybody was looking at Bernard Anhuere and then Clinton. That's everybody's mindset. Maybe so. I said maybe and has for those three. Like him winning would have been a shock. So basically, the whole thing is, it's good it happened. It was necessary that it happened. And I believe that once he comes out from this, if he does come out of this, he can become a very strong player. What I don't agree with is burning bridges. That's basically what I'll say. I'm just keeping it on the board. I'm keeping the off the board conversations out of it. I'm trying to. So I'm just summarized my whole out of the board conversation to, I don't believe in burning bridges. Right? If you look at like Hans Niemann, you can see what's happening with him. He's struggling. Again, fine. People are advising him and everything now. He's fine now. No, I don't agree. He should have expectations, but it should be realistic expectations. That's what I'll say. Realistic expectation. Most often, my expectations are not the right expectations to have. In that my expectations are I want to beat this one player. That's mostly my expectation, right? My expectation is I want to beat this one player. That's not good. What that means is that if you lose the whole tournament and beat that person, that's fine. That's not good. I think his expectation should have been 50% wins. Sorry, 50% win. If I can win 50%, if I can win 50% of my games, Beto wants me to get aggressive. I will not. I have learned maturity from dealing with people. My line. I mean, I talk with people every day. I will not be I will not be motivated to speak aggressively. I am doing what is called well, there's a word for it, but I'm being very polite in my speech. I believe that everything I'm saying is not offensive and does not hit anybody's buttons. I am being objective to what we know, you know. So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say that he's like, if you're talking about Hans is a different level. But in the context of Ghanaian chess, he's not bad. He's better. He's better than. I'm coming. Let me look at this briefly. I'm coming. Again, this is my point of view. I could be wrong. Give me a second. I could be wrong about this. Give me a second. I could be wrong about this. We're going to do some quick maths. Some of these players are down here. Okay, so we have how many players? We have 50 players, right? So let me just do some quick maths. Let me do some quick maths. There are 50 players. I'm sure there are more, but they aren't registered. But let's just use this one. So 50. If 50 is 100, then what? 20 is what? If let's more divide, right? So 20. Oh boy. He's better than 40%. Sorry, he's better than 60% of Ghanaian players. He's better than 60% of Ghanaian players. He's better than 60% of Ghanaian players. Without the ratings, I'm talking about skill level. He's better than 60% of Ghanaian players. Yeah, I've answered the expectations one. Yeah. So I said this during the stream. I think that him, I mean, it's a big confidence booster, but I believed that beating Hasford was the worst possible thing to happen to him. Beating Hasford was the worst possible thing to happen to him, because it's plausible that he had low expectations It's possible. I don't know his mind. I don't know anything about him. It's possible he had low expectations. But then imagine this. All the time you are training, all the time you are preparing, there's this one person that everybody keeps mentioning. Hasford is good. Hasford is strong. Hasford is this. Hasford is that. Hasford is this. You realize that, okay, this man is the target. This man is my target. I have to beat this guy. And you end up beating him. If this was your expectation, you've gone beyond it, right? You've gone literally beyond it. Like, it's not like you just came above it. You've gone beyond it because everybody's hyping him. And anytime he spoke to me, I kept on hyping Hasford, right? I even told him that if you're playing against, my words were wrong, but if you're playing against Hasford, just play your best. My mind is, oh, you're going to lose, but just play your best. Try and see how long you can survive against him. Hey, can you see Kansotia? I have to do this thing that Gotham Chess does and learn how to pronounce the names correctly. I admire that thing about Gotham Chess. It's a very small detail, but I think a lot of people appreciate that. Welcome. It's good to have you. Good to have you. Oh, by the way, I am taking challenges. I'm taking challenges as it stands now. So if you do want to challenge, you so. Oh, finally it's connected. That's funny. But please let it be 5+0. I'm done talking about the nationals. Right now, I'm just answering what people are saying. So you can feel free to challenge me. Just don't expect good chess from me today. Trust me. Just don't expect good chess. I didn't know that this is going to happen. Just don't expect good chess from me. That's all. Anku. Okay, Anku Black Ops. Okay, Anku Black Ops. So I think that the worst possible thing that happened was him beating Hasford, because once he beat Hasford, his expectations went extremely high. And it's like, oh, then I'm literally better than everybody. Yeah, my new subscriber. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing that up. Guys, please. We need to reach 1,000 by the end of March. I wish I can even do it before the end of January. I think it's possible. I may have to stream every single day and post a video every single day. I just don't know how I'm going to do that. Like, I really have to go on a grind if I want to get 1,000 subscribers. I really have to. I've been contemplating how I'll do it. Sincerely, I've been contemplating how I'll do it. So, yeah. But I don't think he's going to stay down for long. If he stays down for long, that's disappointing. But if he can rise above this, we have a very strong player on our hands. And that's the same thing I said during the nationals. If he can rise above it, we have a strong player on our hands. I just don't agree with burning bridges. That's all I'll say about that. It was non-offensive. I think I was very where's Leeches? Yeah. Hey, thanks. I do appreciate it. Oh, goodness gracious. But I mean, apart from the streaming, the nationals was fun. It was definitely a fun. What bridges is he banning? Are you on the Ghana chess page? Beto, are you on the Ghana chess page? If you are not, I won't say anything about it. If you are 519th, nice. You're not caught up with the law. That means you're not on the page, so I won't say anything about it. I won't say anything about it. Sorry, I won't say anything about it. I don't want it to. I don't want it to escalate. That's why I'm trying to be very, very careful how I talk, because everything has been resolved. I don't want to restart any kind of drama at all. I don't want to restart any drama. You know, I've actually been to that dummy bridge. I've actually been there. I've seen it. Yeah, I don't want to restart any drama. So that's kind of like why I'm being very careful. Is this a good move here? Because I'm losing one either ways, right? Actually, I was going to try and sacrifice it, but it doesn't work. Fortunate. We have to tell you, it's on a need to know basis. Look, Beto, you don't know who is watching. You literally don't know who is watching. I try to be careful. You know, I can never tell who is watching. And I have chosen not to be offensive as it stands now. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll change my mind and start speaking my mind. But as it stands now, I don't think it's necessary to restart any drama. Everything has been resolved, and that's the best possible outcome. The best possible outcome is that everything has been resolved. Let's keep it as that, and not restart anything. I think that's the best way to go. Blessed are the peacemakers, as they say. I'm just stating law. Sometimes stating law restarts. Can't you see that anytime someone talks about what's his name? Talks about sometimes Magnus and I'm even screen recorded. you see, like if you just talk about Magnus and Hans, you can restart him trash talking again, right? So I don't want to stress my life. I'm enjoying streaming and not having problems with anybody. I enjoy my peaceful stream. Your chat is not reaching me. I'm seeing it now. I responded to what you said the last time. I responded to what you said the last time. I can see it now. I can see it now. I'm going to lose this on time. I mean, I'm not disputing that fact in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. I can see your chat, Anku. I can see your chat. So some secret agent is typing. Morris, PM just is talking about you. He's saying that you are this, you are that, you are this, you are that. Meanwhile, I haven't said a single thing. He lost the screen. Meanwhile, I haven't said a single thing. So I was like, PM just is talking about you. PM just is saying this. PM just is saying that. Meanwhile, I'm here having peaceful conversations. Oh, God. Roberto, if somebody will tell you, let the person tell you. But for me, it's PG. Stanley is a bad boy, yeah. He just wants me to get in trouble for no apparent reason. You know, what if I want to be a streamer that doesn't report drama? Have you thought about that? What if I want to be a drama-less streamer? You know, the interesting thing, Beto, if I want to get 1,000 subscribers, all I have to do is start talking about drama. I just bring up, look, I can use these nationals to spark up some views, oh, bro. I'll put a title. I'll craft my. I'll craft like my own random text. I'll craft my own. I know Samay Rainey. I don't know him personally, but I know of him. I think that's the better way to say it. So I'll craft my own text and I'll put it there. Then I'll put Morris's face on it. I'll make his face angry, and I'll be like, Morris said what? and look, I was back on the drama. drama sells. Look. Seems like you guys are close. We are not. He's in if you're talking about relationship basis, we are acquaintances. We are not close. I'm closer to Maxwell. I'm closer to. I mentioned people you rarely see me talking to, so that you know how difficult it is to be close to me. I'm even closer to Kojoaka. I'm closer to Kojoaka, and I barely talk to Kojoaka. I'm serious. I barely talk. We talk like what, once a month, once a week, twice a week, and it's mostly I haven't seen you streaming for a while. I'm closer to Kojoaka than I am to Morris. I'm closer to Maxwell than I am to Morris. I'm closer to, like, we are not close. We are not close at all. I just don't think I should talk about it. That's all. I don't want to re-spark any drama. I think it's been resolved. I'm happy it has been resolved. There's peace. There's peace in the Ghana. We can go to bed now. You need that video where you're not getting it from me. Maybe you can start a YouTube channel and do that. I'll screenshot the whole chat and I'll send it to you. I'll screenshot all the chats and I'll send it. I'm from Ghana. I'll screenshot the whole chat and I'll send it to you. Then you can start. Then you start. Number 3 top chess player, Miracle Morris, goes on a rampage. I'm like, I can't believe he said that. And the whole GCA, I can't believe when this issue happened, they didn't do this. I mean, the best thing you could have done is I just feel all the facts. I'm like, I can't believe we let these immature, ill-prepared, this. bro. Yeah, he won't be top 5 at the end of January. But look, I could rack up the views. And then when you finish, if I have some good friends in Ghana chess, I'll just be like, look, I need you to say some things and I'll pay you. Then I'll go and record Kojuaka. Then you'll be like, yeah, I used to think Morris was a cool guy, but with his recent attitude, I realized that he's been gaslighting me all this while. Look, I'm imagining the video, bro. Oh, I'm imagining the video. That'll be the greatest video I've ever made. Oh, that'll be the greatest video I've ever made. Unfortunately, I chose integrity. Why did I choose integrity when I could have chosen the slimy path? What in God's name is that move? I feel like I should be able to win, but I don't know how I would win. Am I Anwar Bernard? Bro! I wish! Bernard Anwar, I wish I was him. Bro, I wish I had the power of Divya. What? I wish. No, I'm not. I'm not a top 3 player in Ghana. I'm not even top 20. I think I'm like top 40 in Ghana. Which sounds like a big thing until you realize that there are only 40 title players. What? I wish. Stanley, I help you with editing. You guys don't pull your punches. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. I'm Bernard second. Yeah, let's say that. Let's say that I'm Bernard second. Oh, what I wouldn't do to be Bernard Anwar. I wish I had the power of Divya by my side. Guys, don't you understand? I wish I had the power of Divya. I wish I had the power of Divya, guys. I'd be number 1 in Ghana by now. Bro. Ooh. You won the nationals last week. check the username. It's Beto. I get your trick. You're trying to say you're Bernard, but you're using the name Beto. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, you guys should be better YouTubers than me. In fact, you guys will be better streamers than me. Look, I'm changing my name. Like, what's his name? Grandmaster Gory, who is not a grandmaster, and everybody who doesn't know him thinks he's a grandmaster. I don't know if he's a grandmaster now, but you guys really understand branding. Oh my goodness. Oh, Stanley, you should start a YouTube channel. Oh my God. Oh, I wish. Oh, I wish. Prince Akpa is watching my stream. Bro, what do you want here? I think I wait here, right? Because the queen can't block. Right? I go check, the queen can't block. Oh, I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. Ah, he doesn't have to block with the queen. He can just move the king. Yeah, I think I was wrong there. Oh, I got overconfident. Let's just castle queenside. I think the king is still exposed. Oh, we had this move actually. I made a big mistake. I had this move and I could have won this guy because I'm attacking the queen, and you would have to defend some way. I can take it and take here, and that would have been fine. That was a big mistake by me. This well, that's the life of chess. You win some, you lose some, and I'm going to lose it. And you know the funny thing? Someone is going to clip just that statement I made. After this whole conversation I've had, someone's going to just clip that specific statement I made and go and send it to Morris and go and be like, look what Mason is saying. You know, that's how you start drama. You take things out of context and create a feud out of it. So I'm just going to clip that short section and be like, yeah, that's what he was saying. That's what he said. I miss oral English, guys. Oh my god. That's what he said. Oh my god. I'm having so much fun right now. Playing bad chess. Akpa, why are you watching my game? Akpa, why are you watching my game? I'm about to lose. I can't sacrifice pieces like you. I can't. Which specific statement? I'm missing some bits. You have to go back. You're on YouTube. You can go back. It's not Twitch. when I was saying the obviously the guy in the screen got it. Why am I giving you 4? Why am I giving you 4? Oh boy. Why am I giving you 4? I should have been quiet. When Kojuaka asked, I should have just been like what I said first and not say any other thing. I should have just gone like, what have I said anything about Morris? I'll be like, I have nothing to say, and I should have just ended it there. But no, what? Bishop takes, attack the queen. I mean, bishop takes, queen takes, pawn, bishop takes. This is why it's tricky because if I do this, he plays rook takes, which is I think I could play this. Oh, but then he has this annoying check. Okay. I don't know which one I should play. If I play this, it's very tricky here. I'll just play the simple. Yeah, I was thinking that he would do. What's king takes rather? Did I just make a mistake? And the lower and the upper and the 2, 4, 6. Hey, if you see out, but if you see oh, 6. It's 6. That's why we love YouTube. Yeah, Twitch doesn't allow you to do that unless you're a subscriber. You know, you guys are dealing with the challenges because I'm just picking the random pool. But when I click a game on the random pool, that's when someone sends their challenge. I mean, I'll be happy if he chose to lose on time. I mean, why wouldn't I be? Now we can lose the queen and we can... Oh, no, he doesn't lose the queen. Unfortunately, he doesn't lose the queen. Bro, why don't you want to lose the queen? He has to block with the queen now. Woo! And that's about it. That was fun. If this guy knew that I wasn't focusing on the game and I was laughing the whole time, he's literally going to get pissed off. He's going to be like, damn, this was a tough game. My opponent was really trying his best, only for him to realize that I just kept on laughing and not even focusing on the game. That's like the biggest insult. I think I can make a shot out of this. Right now I'm content brain. I want to find a way to be posting every single day. GG indeed. Oh boy. He's gonna come onto the stream and he's gonna be like, damn. My opponent wasn't even focusing on the game. He sacrificed the piece anyhow. But I don't think that sacrifice was correct. I mean, you can still send it. As it stands now, I'm actually waiting. As it stands now, I'm actually waiting. Anyone can send it. Because I saw someone send a challenge, by that time I was already in the game. Oh, guys, I'm famous. Guys, we did it. We did it. Look, we did it. Akpa followed me. Akpa followed me. Woohoo! Guys, I'm a made man. I'm a made man. I'm a made man. If Akpa follows you, you are a made man. Oh my goodness. What's that game? I have achieved it. I have achieved self-actualization. If Akpa has followed me. Let's look at this game. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the move he made there, like, the move he made does not make... I don't even think it was correct. Because I think he was worried about playing bishop back and then losing his defense of this. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Because you're still up material, you're still up a piece. Maybe the engine is going to support his decision, but I didn't. I don't support his decision. By the way, I changed the overlay so that I don't have to be switching screens between puzzles and everything. And also, you guys really enjoy seeing the timer. So I hope this view is much better for you all. I think this one, it covers everything. I used to use this, but I wanted to change it. But like, I think simplicity is best. Or simple is best. Occam Freezer. That's not what Occam Freezer says, but you get where I'm coming from. Oh, it's actually a good move. I mean, I thought it was bad. I think his mistake was catching with the bishop here. Because now you can't capture the bishop with the queen. And if you do rook takes, I have the intermezzo move. And what he was calculating here, the reason why I played rook here, first off is because I was targeting this square. And second of all, if he tries this, I win his queen, which is what I was trying. So like, let's say he comes in here, I win his queen. If he blocks with the, if he blocks with the queen, I take, he takes, and then basically the same thing that happened. Yeah, and I can just leave the king here, move my rook back, and deal with the pawns. Okay. So should we go e4? Let's go e4. Oh, I've played the landing system so much. I was about to play this. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm the kind of person who plays h3. I'm sorry. I know it's disgraceful, please. I know it's shameful. I'm disgusted by myself that I played that move. I'm disgusted by myself. There are some lines where you can play this. I just don't know if this is the one. Okay. Um, how many? He has 3 defenders. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. Attackers must be more than defenders if they hope to achieve something. There are some lines where you want to play this. I don't think this is one of those lines. I think maybe it is. I don't know. I'm really contemplating. It's been a while I've played this. Pawn push, pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes. Wait, pawn push, pawn. I think I can play it, right? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, there's no harm. Takes. Oh, okay. Is that why you often play b3 first? Because I was thinking that I want to play b4 first and then force the bishop back. That's what I was thinking. But I mean, this is fine. It's a solid position. Not bad. I can castle in peace, not in peace. I'm looking at this move in the future, but I don't know. Let's just castle. I don't know if I really want to go here. No, just pawn push. Let's go for the mod idea. By the way, this was not the mod idea. I'm sorry, it's Redam's game. She played this. Did you know I just realized that? Like I said, I'm playing like trash. Oh, actually, it didn't exist. Yeah, it existed here. I just missed it, right? It's part of my life. It's story of my life, right? Yeah, I did. I did for that one. Yeah, it's story of my life. Oh, you are okay. I missed it. Don't worry. Like I said, I said prior when I started the stream that I'm going to be playing like a 1700. That's how bad my chess is right now. Oh, if you know the bad moves I'm contemplating, you would be shocked. Position says I should be attacking the king side. I say I do not give a damn. Actually, should I really do that? This bishop is good. I don't know if I want. Let's go back. He does play it. L'intéressant. One push. Why I draw? Am I losing? If I'm I mean, there's no need. I mean, if there's nothing in the position, you just have to prove it. I mean, play to the end. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm even going to lose on time, so I think in everything you should just win. Oh, I was trying to go somewhere. He's not allowing. Unfortunate. Oh, he's going to repeat. He's definitely going to. Ah. Hmm. Hey, no problem. Why did you have to go or something? I don't think the position was a draw. Did you have to go or something? I made a mistake. I mean, I said I made a mistake. I could have done something else. It wasn't a mistake. I was trying to come here. Actually, yeah, I could have done that. I want to see how that progressed here. So let's say I went back a bit. So I went the first time. Let's just say I went the first time. He comes in. Then I go here. Let's see. How does he continue the attack? I don't see that. Because the idea I'm coming in is here. I don't see. I mean, I could have done this. Sorry, I could have done this. When he came in here, I go back. When he goes back, then I come back here. That way, I don't know, let's just make a random move. If I come in here and he comes back here, now it comes with tempo and I can move to a much better position if plausible. Actually, this doesn't work because he takes my queen, so that's dumb. So here. Anyways, that was also interesting. I don't think I was winning here. I think I played abysmal. Let's see what happens in this position right here. You may say white is slightly better. I should have gone g4. Oh yes, g4 makes perfect sense. Is that why you offered the draw? Aria, how you doing? Welcome. I'm good. Do I stream daily? No, I don't. What? I was wondering why it's recommending here instead of here. I forget my bishop is here. Oh, okay. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't see is b3 necessary here. It's just d4. So b4 is not that necessary. Stream chess. I stream chess. Okay. So b4 is equal, like they are not bad. All the moves are not bad. But with b4 you play d3, you don't go d4. So my move is not bad. King to f1. You are just joking with me. You are just joking with me at that point. What? Why can't I see this one? Oh, okay. Yeah, but this is what I missed. Yeah, this is what he was talking about. Maybe I even take with the bishop. Yeah, but there was something else. Yeah, I missed it. I was contemplating so much here because I was looking at this whole idea. All right, and I was like, oh, okay. He could play pawn push. So what I was thinking about was I want to play here first. I don't know what he's going to play. Again, random move. If this random move actually helps him, but let's just make a random bad move, for example, so that if I was to come in here and he realizes that if he plays pawn push, it's actually bad for him. Or if let's make another random bad move. If he doesn't realize that I come in here and then he decides to play this, it's still bad for him because I can go. I just hope you know, I'm sorry, but if you are not, I'm sorry, Aria. If you are not, I'm sorry, but I checked my viewer base and it's 95% male, and anytime a female has come on board, it's an AI. So the moment I see a female name, the first thing I suspect is I'm talking to a computer. If Aria is not, that's fine. But that's how I think whenever I see a female. I've convinced myself about that. Anyways. So that was the stream. That was the stream for today. I'm happy that the internet was fine. Look, it's been very bad. Like watching a single YouTube video has been hell. So for the stream to be okay today, no drop frames, no disconnections, it's a job well done for me. It's a win for me. So yeah. Okay. Aria is a bot. Aria could not be a bot, but just a digital artist doing a cold call. I mean, I admire them for doing that, but it gets to a point as a streamer, you get annoyed hearing these things or seeing these things. And yeah, that's fine. Okay, Agro is doing well. So guys, thank you so much. I will be live on Monday. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I don't have attacks on my